All right, on today's 30-minute mechanic, I just hit my microphone. We're going to try to put that fender liner back in there partially. I don't have a whole bunch of the little plastic hooties to hold it in place, but at least, excuse me, at least we can get it put in. I've got another fuel pressure gauge we're going to stick on here because that one kind of bounces around. It's hard to read. I want to see if this one's any better. So buckle up. Let's go. All right, first thing I'm going to do is we're going to kick this off by changing that fuel pressure gauge out. And I think it is either a 7/16 or a 1/2. I think it's 7/16. And wait a minute, that one did not fit. 1/2 I think fits. Maybe. There it goes. What is going on here? There we go. That crud, it's unscrewing from the bottom down there, which I guess is okay. We'll just take it off. It unscrewed the whole shebang there. We got to take that adapter. There's a little adapter mahoochie on there. That is another 1/2. Halfer, where's the other halfer? There's one. Wow. It's tight. Come on, get off of there. There's this little adapter hoochie that screws in here that takes the place of the Schrader valve. So let me screw it back. Maybe I can use the ratchety end. I can. Ratcheting box ends are the best. As tight as out there to get it. All right, got our new one. It's not new. I've used it before. Let's see if I can get it screwed in there. I think fuel pressure's fine. But it's sure annoying to look under there and see that thing bouncing around like crazy. Makes you wonder if it's the fuel pressure's really bouncing around or if it's just the gauge being stupid. I think maybe it's the gauge. I feel like I've had this problem before on another car. Not sure this is ever going to tighten. There it goes. Come on. A little more. That's probably good. All right. And we got that replaced. That went pretty quick. Probably should just throw that gauge away. Okay, let's move on. All right, we got this fender liner here. This is, I'd like to put it back in there just because kind of protects everything. I don't know how well. I've only got a couple of little rivet things to put it in place, so I'll probably just put that and then maybe find a few screws. What do I do with those? I almost need. Thing is, I have no idea I think that one. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? May not fit. May not fit with the. I don't know. Let's see if that one goes. Kind of pushes on the. Well, that's probably okay though. Come here. Let me get that one in. Maybe. There. Come on. I need a hammer. There's a hammer. It's awesome when you need one and it's just right there. Oh, that didn't work. Come back here. There it is. Where's the hole? Come on, get in there. Okay, that one's in place. All right, that'll sort of hold it while we're messing around with this right here. Maybe. Just maybe. Maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. I don't know. Let's just kind of start cramming and see what happens. That crams in there. Come on. There we go. Well, that actually doesn't look bad like that. Look around to this side. Thing is, I think you gotta. Ow! Yikes! Okay, that hurt. That's gonna leave a mark of sizable proportions on my finger. Come on, a little higher. I think I'm getting there. Yikes! That hurt. As if you couldn't tell from my reaction. There's the other. Almost there. Gotta bring you over. Whoa! Trying to get back. Maybe we could turn. Boop, your light. Look at that. See, I got one right back here. Right there that I'd like to get in place, but I don't know that I can. What's holding me up? Come on. Thinking about it, I don't think it's going to come out of there once I get it in there. You know, I wonder if I could use a jack. I could use my little jack to raise up, apply pressure down here at the bottom. Ouch. Maybe. Come on. Except I ran out of lift with the jack. Well, it's pretty close. Come on. There's the hole right there. Maybe I can kind of get it in there and get it started with this big hammer. Perfect. Look at that. All right, now this part of the equation. Let's get the jack out of the way now. I don't really know that it was doing anything, but definitely in the way. This part really needs to. I don't understand why it's not. I don't know if that's supposed to go like that. But anyways, that's supposed to tuck behind the fender there a little more. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. Now I've got, I know I've got, pretty happy about that being in there. I'm not sure. I don't know. The paint missing from the edge of the fender lip there. I don't know if I did that or if that was already that way. I don't know how I would have done it if I did it. Now, anyways, there's some more of those old plastic rivet hoochie dudes that needs to go up underneath there. I don't have any more, but we'll get some and poke them in later. But for now, as you can see, fender liner is in. And I think there we go. It's popped in there like it needs to go. Kind of okay, kind of bent. Whatever. I think the boost tube is right. Boost tube. I like to say boost tube. The charge pipe right behind there. Man, there's a lot of dirt. You can see. What's funny is I can't see any of that in real life, but it looks like a daggum sandstorm on my camera. But anyways, fender liner is in. Now that'll kind of protect my map sensor and my charge pipes and all that good stuff. So, all right, let's move on to something else. All right, I've been thinking about the catch can, or whatever you want to call it, for a bit. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one, I think. I'm going to try. And what I hope to do is I hope to put it right down in there. Whoop. Kind of down in it, kind of in front of the radiator. I think maybe I can take the airbag sensor out of the way for a moment, drop it down in there, figure out a way to attach it, and maybe, you know, if it's on the other side over here, it might be even more out of the way because the transmission cooler is over here. But I'd have to run a hose. I guess that's not a big deal, really. We might do it on this side. There seems to be more room for shenanigans over here than there is over here. Mainly because that transmission cooler's over there, and there's still a plastic baffle over there that's missing over here. So I think I'm going to change gears and maybe put it on the other side. All right, first step in this mission is the catch can mission, is to see if we can swap out that one for one that has the old Mr. Gasket one that has a schnozzle on it, so we can run it over. Okay, that one's out. That really came out a lot easier than I expected. I thought it was going to get hung on the valve cover. And that was almost not even worth videoing because it was so easy. Okay, well, now let's move on to the next phase. Gosh, I got the hiccups for some reason. I don't know why. That really went a lot easier than I expected. I thought the intake was going to get in the way, but it popped right in there. The old one. See, the old one's just a vent. It has holes around here, and it's got some fuzzy stuff in there. I don't know how old this one is. I've had it for a while. It may be completely full of oil already, but it was letting oil come out of these holes. It was blowing out just a little bit, getting on the valve cover, dripping and running down. So what we're going to do is, this one has provision for a hose. We're going to hook the hose on here, run it somewhere back over there to our catch can. We might put it over here still. I don't know. It'd sure be more convenient if it was over here, but there's sure a lot more room down in there over on that side. So, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge here in a minute. Okay, I think I am going to put it all over here on the passenger side. I stuck it down and I popped it up in there, and I like that the hose fittings, I can just run them that direction and just kind of loop them over to that valve cover, vent. If I do it on the other side, the hose is going to have to loop around really really weird, and it's going to be probably more trouble than it's worth on the driver's side. Besides, everything else is over there. So I'm gonna move ahead with putting it over here. I don't know about these brackets. I may have to bend them, maybe cut them off. Not sure how I really want to mount it right down in there. This is just going to be kind of fly by ear, I think. But decision made, going on the passenger side. All right, you're like, well, how are you going to hook it up? Well, this is how I'm going to hook it up. I'm going to use, I got a dash 10 deal here and then a dash 10 cap. I got a bunch of these caps and a bunch of AN fittings at an estate sale. I went in, we were in an estate sale, and you know, you can look around at all the junk in there. And there was a sandwich bag full of AN fittings. I guess nobody knew what they were. I knew what they were, so I got them for like nothing. So got a whole bunch of those caps and adapters and a bunch of stuff. So anyways, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this dash 10 deal. I'm just gonna jam a hose on this, and then we'll tighten it up when it's in there, when it's down in there, and I'm not gonna worry about trying to put a braided hose or anything on there. I'm just gonna jam a hose on there, put a hose clamp on it, run the hose over the other deal, put a little hose clamp on it, and that part will be plumbed. Started to do some stuff, and one of the headlight bracket bolts is not completely tight. And the other bolt's missing. I don't know where it is. Jake, you put these in. Must have got in a hurry there. Kidding. I forget stuff all the time, so not a big deal. All right, I think that's getting about tight. That'll keep the headlight from flopping around at least. Ouch, that hurts. Can't get a socket in there because of the proximity to the other bolts that stick out backwards. All right. Oh, nose, do not. The headlight just about ate my wrench. Put that over there. All right, I don't know if this is even remotely pointed in the right direction or even remotely focused on anything. I gotta get my light down in there where I can see. I'm gonna tighten up this AN cap real quick. That's a big boy. Well, not just 15. Desperate bolts require desperate wrenches. Okay, that one's tight. All right, this guy is nearly going to have to go down this way vertically. What I might do real fast. Where's my this guy? That has the wrong size socket. I'm going to remove the airbag sensor just for a minute. Don't worry, I'm going to put it back in. I just grabbed the wrong. What is happening? 7. Blue. I thought black. I thought black was 8. 7 millimeter. What color is 8? Is that 8? Man, I can't see nothing. It's green. Green. There we go. Okay. Hello. Hope my airbag doesn't go off when I turn the key on. Because it just fell into the abyss down there. Actually, that's more of a fear than you really think. Now, what? Okay. This is driving me crazy. I keep dropping things. And that can come up from the bottom. And I think I'm going to want it right somewhere like right there. I think that's a pretty good spot for it. I might actually be able to run a self-tapper that way. Mark it and then put a self-tapper in that direction. This side may... no idea what I'm going to do on that side. Maybe I could move it down and then there'd be a hole there. That might actually be a better idea. Gonna get it down in there a little farther. Hey, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that down in there. There's a plastic hoochie right here. I need my little plastic hoochie remover. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you might. You can't see what I'm doing right here, but gosh, those things. Some plastic rivets. They probably make putting cars together pretty easy. And they make taking things apart hard. Just broke the head off of it. Pliers. I should have just done pliers to start with. Maybe I can find any. What has happened to my... There they are. In the wrong drawer. Needle nose. You put things away. Gosh. Maybe I should get smart and go out. Yeah, that was about 1,000,000 times easier. Push it through instead of trying to pull it out. All right. Now this dude, you know, if I took that bracket and bent it, so I can get that deal out of there. If I took this bracket right here, bent it 90 degrees back, whoop, that way, then it would line up with a hole down there and I could put a bolt through there and bam, we would be doing good. Just got to find something to bend it with. Be right back. Okay. Went back there, bent it. Not exactly sure that's what I wanted. But we're gonna stick it in. What if I go in the top now? Nope. Coming up the bottom. That might be okay. Actually, that's not bad. Probably needs to bend just a little bit more. Need some, let me grab some big pliers and stuff. Thankfully, this thing is made out of aluminum, so it's easy to manipulate. It's not bad. Kind of wish it was farther over that way, which I can certainly do with my hand bending. Let me try that. All right, we have. Sorry about that. I just whacked my microphone. Get you back. We've adjusted a little more. Keep tweaking on it. I think it can line up over there and touch the other side. That's actually not a bad situation there. It's basically fits down in there that direction. And there's a hole right down here that I can put a bolt through for that. It doesn't have to be a very big bolt, but I got to go find one. So here we go, pausing once. All right, found a bolt. It's a little long, but it doesn't matter. That's okay as long as it goes through, bolts in what we want to bolt. We're good to go. I think I can run it that direction once I get it up in there. And is that what I want to do? Maybe. Currently tracking a fly who's been landing on my head, driving me crazy. Okay, he flew away. Like I said, they're fast, but they're stupid. Okay, let's tuck this back up in there again. That right there. I mean, it'll be kind of a long hose to get over here. But, oh hey, I can maybe get to this from, whoa, stop, don't fall. While I change hands. Oh, I can't get my hand down there. I'm trying. I got it started. I think. Maybe. Looks like it did. Well, nope. There it goes. Now I got it started. Okay. Let's find a 10 millimeter box end to hold that end. Maybe 12. I mean, really? 11. There comes 10 is never an option. There we go. And then a 8 millimeter socket, which I think I already had sitting over here, but well, darn it. Get to listen to me go around looking for tools. Okay. We can get this. Oh, we're stuck. How did I manage to do? Okay, there we go. It's like, what is going on? Come on. Okay, 10 millimeters on. Man, I don't know if I can get a wrench in there to tighten this side. Oh, great. Probably have to do it on the other side. Yep. Okay, we gotta gotta hit it from the other direction. The blue one, maybe a long extension. See how that goes. Wish I could get my Ryobi down in there. That'd be awesome. But it's not going to be an option. I can barely get my hands down in there. Ah, crud. Just knocked it over again. There we go. Yikes, that's gonna bite me in the arm. Great. Knock the wrench off. Oh. Down here with the 10 millimeter. All right, we'll get you. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. We've taken our catch can and we've mounted it right down in the groove here. There just happened to be a hole in the course board over there that was pretty close to where I wanted it to be. So I just popped the plastic rivet out, put a bolt in there, and when we put the hose on there, we'll be in good shape. So now all we got to do is put our, well, we probably should do our hose stuff before we put the airbag sensor back on there. So, but that's what it looks like so far. All right, oops, you're not exactly looking in the right direction now. We've taken a hose and just stuck it on our dash 10 deal there, and what we're going to do is we're going to stick that guy right down there on that top fitting, and then we'll just tighten it up. Maybe. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Sometimes AN fittings, sometimes it's really hard to get them started. If you got a stiff hose, I don't really have a stiff hose, but if you got a stiff hose, and you're trying to get it pointed a certain direction and get it lined up, man, it's hard to get the dumb thing to ever catch a thread. Kind of went overkill on the hose clamp, but whatever. That'll be fine using adjustable. The old crescent wrench here. Come on, get in there. So it doesn't have to be. I don't have to get that gorilla tight. I mean, we're not putting pressure through it. It's just there to breathe. Okay. Trying to get my sensor back where it needs to go. Where did I do with the bolts? There's one, there's two. I have no idea why these bolts are green. Makes me feel like they came from my other car, but I don't think they did. Okay, that part's all back together. Now we just got to figure out a way to run the hose, or we can get it over there where it's not. I hope it's long enough. After I've already done all this. May not be. I don't know. If it's not, I'll come up with a solution. I think I can go right through the core support right above. Right. I think this is going to be a good spot for the catch can. I can get to the bottom to drain it. I mean, you got to kind of lay on the ground, but I shouldn't have to drain it just too often. With this car, we're not going to be driving it every day. Like I say, we probably won't have to drain it very often. We're not going to be driving this car every day. You know, we could just run it right through here next to the radiator cap and then plug it in right there, and that's actually pretty good. You know what I could do? I could just handy dandy zip tie that to the top of that power steering line, and then it'll be set. I remember what I do with my zip ties. Oh my goodness, I only have 2 zip ties. I only have 2 zip ties left. I'm going to find a little clamp, put on there. For now, zip this guy right here. Taking care not to squash the line. And I'm going to zip it. I'm going to get my battery cable out of the way there. I might just put another one right here somewhere, just to keep it from flopping around like a tuna. Oh, perfect. Turn that zip tie down where it'll be sure to cut the back of my hand when I'm reaching down in somewhere. All right, catch can, check. Now that came together. That came together nice. Sometimes you just do stuff and you think about it, and then you just get in there and do it, and you're like, bam, that's what I need. That's exactly what I want right there. So that's where we're at. One little hose running down through there, loops around our valve cover. I think I've got a small clamp I can put on there just to hold that. I mean, I don't even think it probably needs one. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. But that will take care of what I wanted to accomplish today. Man, it's been a good day in the shop. Man, I know it goes without saying, but I love it. I love a day in the shop when everything just kind of falls together and things go your way. Some days it does, some days it doesn't. That's part of having hot rods and playing with cars and stuff. So anyways, that'll do it for today. We got our fender liner in, for the most part. Got our catch can set up. Wow, that just fell together as good as I could expect it to ever happen. So that'll do it for 30-Minute Mechanic today. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. Bye.